Thanks very much. So, first a little world history. This is called the Waiting Wall or the Western Wall. It has two names. It's a pretty famous place in Israel. And that's something? Okay. They gave me a little story about it. But what's very interesting about it is this is the holiest place in the world for both Judaism, Christianity, and the Muslim faith as well. That's where Muhammad was enlightened to move on to heaven, and did I say it wrong? Yeah.
Ascended into heaven.
Ascended into heaven. Thank you. I moved on. I said. And they built the first mosque there. This is the Waiting Wall, the most religious Western Wall, the most religious place for Jews to pray. And I think someone told me that on that stone in that corner, Christ used to hang out and was actually christened there. So what better place to put the holy grail of television, the scripture and television, than behind this wall? So we took from my house my 141 FD. We took the Elite Pro Signature Series out of my living room, and we put it here. And it's been calibrated 4 or 5 times by Kevin, by Dwayne. It's been calibrated as much as all these have been, just as freshly as yesterday. And it's considered by Dave Katzmeyer and many in the industry to be the reference television. We thought we would use it just for reference. There's only one that I know of for sale, and it's that one, by the way. So it's not like we're trying to sell them, other than that one, by the way.
Right now.
They have gone up in value. But it is considered by all people who even know as the reference TV. It is, in part, what your company went after with this design. It is the latest generation of the Signature Series Elite, which had those half-increment settings that you can tune in and calibrate real well. And it's been perfectly calibrated, as has everything else here. So you can compare in the rest of the evaluation to the true reference. And we're going to see 3 years after 2008, who's making a TV hopefully as good as what we had 3 years ago. Or better.
Or better.
Thanks for being the optimistic guy in the crowd. Okay, so now we can use that as a reference if you like. And we're halfway through, by the way, because you did 2 out of the 4 here.
Yeah, the second half will go quicker than the first half. That's kind of like your gas tank.
Yeah.
I will say that the Pioneer was actually calibrated today to the same specifications as everything else, 2.4 and 35-foot lambda. So
right.
It is exactly same specs as everything else.
Everything's at the gamma of 2.4, everything, including the curve.